This is what nobody shows you. The reality of trading when you don't have an office or even a home. Just a car, a laptop, and conviction. Most people only see the surface. The profits, the lifestyle, the illusion of freedom. But before you ever touch freedom, there's exile. A season where the world strips everything away. Comfort, certainty, validation, and all you're left with is yourself. I wake up here in the front seat of a car. My bed is leather seats. My ceiling is a stained roof liner. And my mornings begin in parking lots. Brushing my teeth in public restrooms, piecing together routines where most people will only see as humiliation. But to me, this is not humiliation. This is training. Because when you have nothing, every choice becomes sacred. Every breath, every action, every decision carries weight. And in those moments, you realize something that most people will never understand. Success is not built in palaces. It is born in the wilderness. The wilderness has no applause, no likes, no validation, no recognition. It doesn't care about your excuses, and it doesn't cater to your feelings. It only asks one question. Will you survive long enough to transform? This life I'm living is not glamorous, but it's pure. Pure discipline, pure conviction, pure survival. And that purity alone hardens you into someone that the market cannot break. Most people avoid this part of the journey because it's dark, lonely, and uncomfortable. But this is ground zero. This is where masks get torn away, where illusion dissolves, and where the raw identity of a trader is forged in silence. And if you can survive here, you can survive anywhere. This is my day in the life. This is what it means to trade not only charts, but survival itself. Good morning, everybody. I'm just getting dressed right now. And then I'm gonna go inside Panera and I'm gonna brush my teeth. I'm gonna show you guys the whole setup on how I, set up my office space and where I get my work done. I really treat Panera like an office. From the moment I wake up to the moment I go to sleep, I'm working. Whether it's on the Discord, on my mentorship that I'm building, or just in my overall personal trading, doing admin work, journaling, studying the charts, self-reflections. There's not a moment in time of the day that I allow to be wasted. Three pillars when it comes to this: time, focus, and risk. If you could eliminate the time, right? The time aspect of, I can't devote time into something. All these justifications, all these excuses that you create for yourself. If you eliminate all the distractions, it allows you to focus. And if you focus on what you're creating fully, those two things, man, that is powerful. The amount of work that I'm able to do just because I don't submit to the idea of having a 9-to-5. The amount of work that I'm able to accomplish and, the things that I'm able to transcend. Living a minimalistic lifestyle. Obviously, this isn't glamorous, living in a car. Like, you can't really see my back seat, but my back seat is full. Like, and in my trunk, I have a fucking suitcase filled with clothes. A fucking pillow. Like, yo. But minimalistic lifestyle, like, my expenses, I don't really have that many expenses, if any. You know what I mean? So I don't have to, obligate so much time into a 9-to-5. I can just focus on creating my business, my brand. That's really what's important to me right now. And then taking risks. That's really what comes with the minimalistic lifestyle. Because if you don't take risks, then your life is the risk, if you know what I mean. Like, you can go to college, you can do all these things, get a master's degree, whatever, for a job that you may not even like, and then sell your soul for the rest of your life working that same job, And then at that point, sometimes it's too late to pivot and go into a different career. It's never really too late for anything. But that's what I'm trying to get at. For me, that's losing in life. That for me. Going to school, spending $100,000 in debt, and then just slaving the rest of your life just to make up that debt. Working a 9-to-5. For me, that's a risk. That's definitely taking an L right there. A major lesson. So me doing this, pursuing my heart, following my vision, my passion, my goals, my heart. I can't lose. I can't lose because if I move with faith, if I move with conviction, and I move with purpose, remaining authentic throughout the whole way, I can't lose. I can't lose because I'm doing what I want to do. I'm following my heart, and I'm not in fucking $100,000 of debt. You know what I mean? Eventually, it's gonna pay, and more. I know it. I see it. I believe it. I affirm it. So, man, I don't know. That's just my little morning rant. Because hell no, I'm not comfortable with this at all. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. I ain't comfortable with it. But listen, it's a sacrifice, it's a risk that I gotta take in order to become the man that I want to be, in order to be, embody, and embrace, and just walk in and breathe and see the man that I want to be. Because this is humbling, extremely humbling, and it's nothing that I've never endured before. This is nothing. I've had worse in my life. I've had way worse. Those of you may not know, I've had way worse. So yes, I'm able to endure this, and I wouldn't pray this or wish this upon nobody. Nobody. Some people would have folded already. Some people can't even last a day doing this. Their comfort fucking traps them in their own illusions, their own fucking. It's sad, man. It's sad. You could be 30 years old, still living in your mom's crib. Not that that's a bad thing, but it's like, imagine you're doing that with no purpose, no ambition, no drive, and you're just stuck in your own comfortability, smoking, drinking, wrong priorities. Hell no, bro. I'm making a change for myself. But that's neither here or there. You know, we're gonna do what we gotta do and stay focused. I'll see you guys inside when I go brush my teeth. I'll show you what that looks like and stuff. And yeah, love you guys. Off I go to inside. Wait, hold on. Let me make sure I lock the car. Let me make sure I lock the car. Hey, man. Never fold. Never fold. Dedicate yourself, immerse yourself in your heart, into your purpose, and follow your dreams, man. Don't back down for nothing and nobody. Stay 10 toes down in what you believe in. It's the only way you're gonna transcend. I'll see you guys inside. So this right here, it's where I usually set up my space. I had a friend of mine. I made a friend here, and he works at Cheesecake, and he had the bartenders give me the leftover fruit. So when I picked him up, give him a ride home, he blessed me with some free food. But yeah, let's go to the bathroom real quick. You know, it was so difficult to me to find like a proper angle. Damn. And I really didn't know how to record this video. I'm really just winging it, honestly. I'm just going with the flow. Last but not least, deodorant. Gotta have a deodorant. And that's really all. I come in here, fix my hair, brush my teeth, make sure, you know, hygiene. Take care of yourself. Love yourself. You know? And then it's time to get to work. It's probably about like 7:15 in the morning, give or take. This is such a convenient contraption. Put my bag there, you know, kind of like a little shelf. Kind of like a little shelf. Off to the office we go. This right here is like my little office. Come in here, just grind, just get hella work done. If you know what I mean. What I'm gonna do, so what I do is, I open my bag, and I take my laptop, put it right in the dead center, usually on that side, because I don't wanna, the outlet is like down here, and the outlets, like, they're not really that good. They have like a loose attachment, meaning if I plug this into the wall, it could fall very easily out of the socket. It doesn't really hold it in there. So just to avoid any mishaps, I usually just, see, look, it's really easy to fall out. So just to avoid any mishaps, oh my gosh, see, it just fell out. Hold on. So, plug it in, plug in my laptop. I also have a keyboard and a mouse, right? But so I usually use that too. But just to save the battery aspect of it, let me wipe down the table. So as my day begins to move, I move along with it. I come in, find a seat in Panera. Sometimes it's the same spot, sometimes it's not. My desk is temporary, but my discipline is permanent. I journal, I study, I glance at the charts throughout the day. I talk to my students between the noise of the daily life, conversations, footsteps, music in the background, even now as I'm recording this. None of it matters, because this journey is not about comfort, it's about conviction. The market does not care if you trade from a penthouse or a parking lot. It doesn't reward luxury. It rewards alignment. And alignment is portable. Conviction is portable. Focus is portable. This is what most people never understand. Success is not tied to where you sit. It is tied to how you think. Every note I write, every chart I study, every reflection I record, all in these journals. It is not just data. It is the identity being carved into stone. So while the world passes me by, I'm chiseling away at the noise within myself. And in that silence, even in the chaos of public places, clarity appears. Because trading doesn't demand perfect conditions. It demands a perfect state of mind. And look, at the end of the day, it's not glamorous. It's a meal in a parking lot. Sometimes it's cold. Sometimes it's even skipped altogether. There are days where hunger sits heavier than exhaustion. Days where I go without eating, testing the limits of what my body can endure. And yet, even in that, I am not alone. I've had friends who believe in me enough to send a few dollars. A gesture so small in appearance, but monumental in meaning. Living proof that even in struggle, love and faith still reach for you. When the noise of the day dies down, it's just me, the dim glow of the lights in Panera, and a laptop. Reflections spill into documentation. It's not glamorous highlights. It's not the empty flecks of profits, but the raw questions of survival. Am I stronger today than I was yesterday? Am I closer to the vision, or am I further away? This is the grind no one sees, the sacrifices no one posts, the silence where no applause is given, no recognition is offered, and yet it is here, in these unseen hours, that strength is forged, discipline is tempered, and conviction is sharpened like a blade. This is handshake theory in its rawest form. Not just trading charts, but trading survival itself. Not just building a brand, but building an identity that no market storm could break. You know, today was a great day. And I'm sorry that the day in the life wasn't, all that glamorous and all that stimulating, I guess I should say. However, right now that's just what it is. It's just what it is. And this is what we have to go through. This is what we have to do. And it won't always be like this. And I know that. Things will get better. This is just the beginning. And don't ever let someone discourage you thinking that you're not a diamond. Because just because someone doesn't see the value in you doesn't mean that you have no value, that you hold nothing, And that goes for everybody, not just people in the trading space. If you made it this far into the video, I thank you for tuning in and watching. Thank you. Thank you for showing me support. Thank you for showing me love. Thank you for watching this long. I don't know if I want to keep doing day in the life vlogs, because it's like
I'll do them, but there's only so much I can show. I mean, like, every day is gonna be the same thing. I'm gonna wake up, from the moment I wake up to the moment I go to sleep, I'm gonna be working on the Discord, working on my trading, working on creating my mentorship. That's another thing. It's gonna be so special, so special. The amount of dedication, effort, time that I'm devoting into creating this. Another thing is, I also have some students under my wing, so I mean, I guess I could show that, right? But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you could watch this video, you could watch my channel, and you could see that I'm in my situation that I'm in, but it does not mean that I have no value. It does not mean that I'm not able to coach someone and teach someone and steer someone in the right direction just because of my current circumstances. Don't ever get that twisted. And someone would be like, okay, then why can't you do it for yourself? Well, I am doing it for myself. The only thing that I'm not submitting to is the idea of having a job. Yes, it could provide and fund me in my trading, right? So I can, because the only justification and only excuse, quote unquote excuse, is that I don't have funds to allocate towards my business, towards my trading. And everybody would be like, just get a job. But I'm not gonna do that. Why? Because I love trading, I love teaching it, and I know I can make money from trading and from teaching it. I am a great teacher. I guess this is just TMI at this point, maybe I'm just ranting, but I genuinely have a passion for teaching. I have my friends that I've taught in the past, and they have profound success. I had one friend that, had turned nothing into 20K. I had another friend that had turned nothing into 40, 50, 60K consecutively. And just because of his psychology, he wasn't able to sustain it, because that's another conversation for a different day. But I've had people around me that has found success through my help, and I know I could replicate that for other people, and I know I could replicate that for myself. How long is it going to take me to find and generate capital to start putting into trading? I don't know. And personally, do I care? Not really. Not because not because I don't want to put capital into my trading. Obviously I do. I want to have my own personal live account. I don't like the idea of prop firms. I really don't. I don't submit to prop firms anymore. I've had too many occurrences where I had an account and then they had a bug on their system and I couldn't log into my account for like the whole day, and I was in a trade and it jeopardized my whole position when I had a winning position the whole time, and then now it messes up with like everything. Like, obviously it's not easy to trade from this standpoint, but I do my best. And I've had so many instances where I've had winning trades, and then on the back end of Top Step, they would mess up. Their systems would mess up, and I wouldn't be able to log into my accounts, and my whole position would be jeopardized. But that's neither here or there. That's neither here or there. I guess I'm kind of just ranting right now. It's one of those things that, like, I don't really have that many people I can share things with. So this is the only time I get to express myself and release it all. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoyed the content that I'm making. And I really hope the most that someone could learn something from it, and I could help someone from it, from just watching the video. I'm really hoping that, I could steer someone towards the right direction and make them have impact and make good choices and good decisions. That's really all I want. That's really all I care about. And obviously I'm really doing this for myself because I want to look back in this years from now and be like, damn, this is where I came from. A whole documentation for myself. That's really why I'm doing it. Everything else is a cherry on top. If I could help someone, that's even greater. Awesome, But I'm doing this for me also. I would love to reflect on it in the future and see the growth that I've endured, because I've always wanted to do this in the past and I never took action. But had I done that, I would have been sitting here saying the same thing. Wow, look at the growth I've endured. Because every day I'm just constantly evolving, growing, and getting better. And going back to what I was saying, I'm not going to get a 9 to 5 because, like I said earlier this morning, the 3 pillars: time, focus, and risk. If you cut out all the excuses, all the justifications, you're going to have the time. And if you allocate that time to focusing, all you need to do is just take the risk. Take the risk. Because if you don't, your life becomes the risk. And your passion, your heart, your desires, your vision becomes a risk. You're risking that for your comfort, for your stability, for your... Thank you guys for tuning in. I love you guys. And if you guys have anything that you want to share in the comments, go ahead. I always respond. I'm always looking. And if you have any ideas what type of videos you would like to see from me, let me know. Let me know. I'm open to anything. I'm open to anything. I haven't really promoted my Discord, and I probably won't, because right now it's pretty exclusive. But I have been working on it so diligently. Matter of fact, no, I'm not gonna show it. I'm not gonna show it. I'm not gonna show it. Man, I love you guys. Most importantly, I love you. You watching this 2, 3, 4, 5 years from now. Young Carlos, you. I love you, man. I love you. Just keep going, bro. You got this. But yeah, that's a wrap. That is a wrap for today. Day in a life vlog number 1. A day in the life of a day trader living in his car in Miami. This is not polished. It's not glamorous, but it's real. It's fucking real. This is ground zero. Straight out the mud. And it's just the freaking beginning. The beginning of something that will one day be very, very monumental. Welcome to Handshake Theory. Welcome to Handshake Theory.